Hey y'all, it's Maida. Welcome back to my channel, and this is gonna be my January TBR. Alright y'all, so happy new year. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make bookish videos all about the good clean reads here, good Christian clean reads. I hope you will stick around. We are going to talk all about the books I want to read in January, and I have got quite the list. Do I ever stop? But we here, okay? And I'm actually filming this on the back camera, so I can't see myself, and so I may stutter around a little bit because I'm so used to the comfort of looking at myself with the front facing camera. But I want to try to increase the quality of the video just a little bit. Alright, we here. So, I have missed you guys. I love doing Vlogmas. Again, thank you so much for all of your great feedback and everything. I'm just so glad that you all enjoyed it. We had a great Christmas. I had a lot of updates on my Instagram stories. If you missed any of that, I do have a highlight reel called 23 Christmas and another one called Food, where I made all kinds of fun little food dishes and like just the casseroles, the desserts, experimenting with different things, and it was a great time. So maybe this year I can actually do some baking where I feel comfortable now that I've tried out some of those new recipes. But yeah, if you missed all that, that is on my Instagram in a highlight reel. But we had a great Christmas with our little boy and family, and it was just the best time. So I'm so glad that it's over actually, because we're going to start a new year, okay? We're going to start a new year. Who doesn't love just the freshness of starting a new year? Is it just me? I don't know. There's so many great possibilities, okay? We got a whole new year for reading, goals, all the things. So, if you missed any of my goals videos or anything like that, that's going to be linked down below, because I've already talked all about the 2024 goals, the 2023 wrap-ups on the goals, all the good things. So, those videos will be linked down below as well. If you missed any of the Vlogmas content, playlist down below. I got you, honey. I got you. So, yeah, I have no feeling a little bit, so I may be kind of out of it, but we're here. So, I want to talk about the books that are on my possibilities for this month. I don't know what's going to be read, y'all. I mean, I'm really going to actually try to stick to this TBR this month. What am I saying? Because I have a lot of arcs I need to read through NetGalley that I signed up for because I'm unhinged. Okay, I already told y'all I need to take a step back, so I'm going to go hard and heavy in January and get the January reads done. Okay, in February, get the February reads done. In March, get them done. And then really just take that step back after that and move on like I can. And only pick up the must reads, okay? And say no when I need to. And authors are so just kind and understanding when I have to say, hey, look, I'm so sorry. I've overcommitted myself. When that's asked has been really great about that. And just know that it's okay to say no if you need to, okay? And I've had to do that already. So it's just one of the things, like I cannot overcommit myself. But that don't mean I ain't gonna eventually read these books, you know what I'm saying? So we're here, I'm gonna get these books done, and I know this is a long intro, but I just feel like I haven't talked to y'all in forever. So yeah, we were sick. By the way, we were sick. Thank you for your prayers. You know, my little boy, he had the flu and strep, and you know what, I made that video where I was getting sick, y'all, the next day. I had to take him to the doctor. It's a whole thing. I did a community tab update. And it was a whole thing. And then I got sick and I couldn't hear out of this ear. I was just so thankful to have time off at that time. You know, it's like, what a blessing that if I had to get sick, it was like, you know, when I was already off work and had scheduled time work and all that stuff. So that worked out, and it was tied to the weekend, and we felt better by Christmas. My brother was able to come over. We had some great fun with some game time with the Nintendo Switch. A lot of that's on my stories as well in the 23 Christmas. He is hilarious, by the way. So, you again, go check out the Instagram, okay, the gram. We tried to play Lord of the Rings Monopoly. I don't even know if we know what we were doing. It was just a really good time. So, yeah, I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and everything. But without further ado, let's get into what you came here for this video and talk about the books I hope to read this month. Now, I have a whole graphic I have done. It's in the reading journal. We love to see it. But I'm going to be using this, okay, for my cheat sheet. Now, January, readathons, reading challenges. What am I participating in? Let's go. Alright, y'all. So, I'm having to refilm half of this video. So, at least I got my intro. Okay? I don't know what's happened. I literally, I don't know. I get up, it's like storage is full. And it stopped filming at 18 minutes. And so I'm going to start over with all of the stuff because I don't know where I was, and I don't even know. The bad thing is I've almost lost my voice. I don't know that I want to read the synopsis for these like I just did, because I read all the synopsis pretty much, you guys. Like, I think I'll do it for the book club pick, but we're going to go on with it best I can. I'm so sorry. So, I really want these videos to be better quality. So, like, what is up? What is up with this camera, okay? I didn't even have to store it. I had all my Vlogmas stuff, not all of it, a lot of it in the deleted, and I forgot to delete the deleted, so I think that might be it. So we're gonna go on, okay? I turned the 4K off. I turned the 4K off because that's too much, okay? We stick in a 1080. All right, okay. Anyway, so let's start off with the books I want to read this month. Oh, I'm just daunted at having to refilm this. So let me just say, I am participating in some reading challenges, okay? First is Chantel's Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. For that, I did decide to go with the Doyle path, okay? I do have another book on this list that could go for the Montgomery path, but we're just going to stay with the Doyle path and go from there. And so that is to The Hounds of Baskerville. Read a book with a dog on the cover, and for that I chose A New Leash on Life by Kathleen Ubarb. No, I didn't. That's number 6. Oh my gosh, this video. I chose Every Dog Has His Day by Janice Thompson. Every Dog Has His Day. Book number 5. The reason I had that out is I was talking about how that's book number 6 and this is book number 5, okay? So for the sake of this video, I'll just tell you this is a missing dog. A dog has gone missing. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm so out of whack after that. But a dog has gone missing and a large reward is offered. Kick back with your faithful companion and relax with a small town mystery in book number 5. So this series has always been just a really fun Christian cozy mystery series with no deaths. It's always just like dogs go missing. We've got some dog rescues, like a dog rescue organization, veterinarians, all of these different things, and it's just a good time. So yeah, I'm really excited to dive back into this series. It's one I want to complete this year. All right. Next. And that was for Chantel's Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. If you want more information on that, I will leave her video down below. And then we go into Oshina's Christian Romance Reading Challenge. And for that, I have already read the synopsis for this book several times. So for the sake of this video, I'm not going to. But the books will be linked down below as always. The Seamstress of Acadie by Frantz. And it does have some romance in it. And I'm really excited about this. It's set in the 1700s. It sounds like a very interesting, like, political battling back and forth, okay, the British and the French. 1754 is drawing to a close. Tensions between the French and the British on Canada's Acadian shore are reaching a fever pitch. So there's a lot of stuff going back and forth with the British and the French back in the 1700s, and there's a seamstress named Sylvie and her family, and they kind of get caught in the middle of this, and there's all this havoc going on, and we've got this guy, William Blackburn. He is a British Army Ranger that is raising havoc across North America's borderlands. Summer of 1755, British ships arrive on the horizon, and Sylvie encounters Blackburn, who warns her of the coming invasion. But so instead of participating in this removal from the Acadians from land, he resigns his commission. But that cannot save Sylvie or her kin, and relocated on a ramshackle ship to Virginia, she struggles to pick up the pieces of her life. So her paths cross with Williams, and the rest is history. So I need to know about this romance. A lot of times hers are like slow burn, more historical side of things. So I'm really interested in the romance side of this more than anything. So hopefully it won't be too slow for me, but I'm really, really excited about it because I love Frantz's settings. They're always very vivid, and I know this is going to be a good one, okay? So that's what I'm going to read for Oshina's Reading Challenge, Christian Reading Romance, okay? Because her prompt, she doesn't have like January, February, but I'm just going to go in order the best I can. Some months I may skip around, but prompt number 1 was a new release, and that one's a new release that I plan to read. I meant to read it this month because I talked about it in my TBR last month, but it didn't get there. So with that said, the next reading challenge is Katie's Around the World Readathon, or Read Around the World-a-thon, and she has a packing list item on the cover. And for that, I chose Crime and Poetry. This is book 1 in a series. It is a magical bookshop mystery series. I just love this cover. And the packing list item is a book. So for me, if I go on a vacation, I gotta take a book with me. There we go. There's my packing list item. So yeah, this says, just outside Niagara Falls sits the village of Cascade Springs, New York, the home of a magical bookstore where one young woman, her feisty grandmother, and a curious tuxedo cat team up to keep crime between the pages. This is one that Keisha from A Book Like You and really enjoyed, and I have been wanting to read it ever since I really enjoyed Amanda Flower's other book, Salted Caramel. Love that, one of my favorite books of 2023. And so it also has a cat on the cover, and it sounds like a lot of fun. So yeah, we love a good cat. This has a cat named Emerson. So Violet basically has to find the killer to keep her grandma from getting booked for good, it says. So, all right, next is Jeanette from Jane Reads. Okay, she has a Christian fiction reading challenge, and like I said, all these creators will be linked down below for you to check out their reading challenges, okay, for this year. But for January, it is to start a series, okay? And for this, it actually ended up being the Christian book club pick for this month, which is so fun. If you're not aware, we do have a Christian book club that is very low-key, no official way to join, but, you know, a few of us Christian booktubers get together and we decide a genre for the month, and we pick a book, we submit books to vote on, to read for the month, and then you can just read along with us on your own time, and some of us will talk about it in wrap-ups and all those things. I really try to read the books that we choose if it's one that I think is going to be interesting to me. There's a couple months I haven't read them, but if I can get to it and get a hold of it, I will. And so this one is kind of funny because we ended up having like a tie, and we had to do a tiebreaker. I think I'm actually going to read both books that were in the tiebreaker, y'all. The book that won this month was Just the Nicest Person by Christy Barritt, and our genre was mystery or suspense. So I'm kind of like in my mystery bag right now. I'm like, really, you can see from this TBR, there's a lot of like mystery stuff going on here, okay? So with that said, we've got a suspense. I don't know how much of romance is in this, but this is a new author for me. You know, I've never read anything by her, and I'm really excited about it because at first I wasn't sure, but the synopsis sounds like it could be good. Okay, it's giving Nancy Mehl. So it says we have an attorney named Andy, and she comes to Alaska to find justice after a friend's murder. In order to find answers, she's gone undercover in the dangerous world of ice road trucking. Former CID investigator Duke McAllister is searching for his fiancée who disappeared 2 years ago on the Dalton Highway. Though the trail's gone cold, he hasn't given up hope that he'll find her alive along with the other women who've disappeared along the remote stretch of highway. A snowstorm throws Andy and Duke together, and both of their plans come to a freezing halt. They're stranded in the Arctic Circle, the only highway in and out of the area closed. While together, they discover a common true crime. When their favorite local Alaskan podcaster goes radio silent right before revealing the name of a cold case killer, they dive in to investigate, only to make a terrifying, frigid discovery. Can these strangers work together to find answers before the biting and dangerous cold claims their lives? Or even worse, before the killer comes looking for his own brand of justice? Honey. So it's giving Nancy Mehl. I love her books. Please tell me it's going to be good, because a lot of y'all have, not a lot, but there's a couple of y'all said that you really enjoyed the series. It's got multiple books. This one is on Kindle Unlimited, and did I get a 99-cent deal so I could read this? Yes. So I did get my Kindle Unlimited back so I could read this. It's not, Kindle Unlimited is not worth it for me because I don't read a lot of ebooks, but when I get the 99-cent deal, I'm going to grab it. So if I read 2 books this month, it's going to be worth it. Okay, even 1. So if I read just this one, it'll be worth it, right? So yeah, we're here. But an Alaska setting is a buzzword for me. I absolutely love that. And this whole snowed in thing, yes, we love to see it. Now again, I don't know how much romance will be in this. This is primarily a mystery suspense book. But yeah, I hope you all pick this up with us. And I'm definitely going to try to for this month. And now let's lead into what the second pick was, okay? And because I think Oshina's going to try to read it too. And it was in her TBR. And it's called Ready to Protect. It's a love-inspired suspense, inspirational romance. And it's by Valerie Hansen. So, first off, who don't love a good protector with a dog? Yes, please. So, this says a canine must safeguard a witness and her baby at all costs. After witnessing a congresswoman's murder, wildlife photographer and mother-to-be Jamie London is forced into the protective custody of canine cop Ben Sawyer and police dog Shadow. Ben's Wyoming cattle ranch is the perfect place to hide and wait for the trial to start until they're tracked down by the assassin. Are Ben and Shadow enough to guarantee she'll make it to the trial alive, or to the hearing alive? So, sounds good. This is the second one runner-up for what we were voting on, and so I'm just going to read both of them because they both sound good, right? And I've got the audiobook for this one, so definitely going to read that because it sounds like a short audiobook as well from what it looked like. So next we're going to go into some more of the ARC books I have for this month. I'm really going to try to get through some of the NetGalley reads that I have on my list. So the next one is the Foxhold Victory Tour by Amy Lynn Green. This releases in January, and it's a World War II. It sounds like we've got some performers. Again, not going to read the synopsis, my voice, but I already read the synopsis in my most anticipated releases video. But this has a World War II setting. We've got some performers. 2 women are joined by an eclectic group of performers, but the harmony among their troupe is shattered when their tour manager announces he will soon recommend one of them for a new job in the Hollywood spotlight. So each of them have a reason that they want this Hollywood spotlight contract, and they'll do whatever's necessary to get to it, okay? So, yeah, this will be linked down below. It sounds really good. Their troupe is going to travel closer to combat in Tunisia, and we're going to have some personal crises. Wartime dangers are going to intensify, and not only their careers, but also their lives are on the line. So this is going to be very intense, it sounds like. So I loved the Blackout Book Club by Amy Lynn Green. So this sounds like it's got a variety of characters in it, kind of like the Blackout Book Club did. So I'm hoping that I enjoyed this just the same. We've got the Divine Proverb of Streusel by Sara Brunsvold. And I've already talked a lot about this, but it sounds really emotional. We got a girl named Nikki who her parents are divorced. She's discouraged by the conflict between her and her boyfriend. So she seeks solace at her uncle's farm in a small Missouri town. And so she spends the summer there picking up the pieces of her shattered life right now. And she's going to try to plan a better future. But what awaits there at the farm is more than she realized. She's got a lot of stuff from her past that she barely knows anything about. And so she is like going through her late grandmother's belongings. She finds an old notebook with these German recipes inside and a bunch of wise sayings pulled from the book of Proverbs. And so she makes a lot of recipes, invites locals to the family table to hear their stories about the town's history, her ancestors, and her estranged father. And what starts as this cathartic way to connect to her heritage soon becomes the means through how she learns how the women before her endured with the help of their cooking prowess, whatever. Nikki realizes how delicious streusel with a healthy dollop of faith can serve as a guide to heal wounds of the past. So I think I'm going to enjoy this because it sounds emotional. It sounds like lots of healing is going to take place, and I'm here for it. Okay, then we've got Cold Threat by Nancy Mehl. 2 After Cold Pursuit. Okay, and it says 20 years ago, several people were murdered in Des Moines. The only evidence left behind was a snowman ornament hanging on a tree on their front lawns. Suspects behind bars. The killings came to an end, or so everyone thought. So crimes are starting to come back up with this similar MO. And, River and Tony have to work alongside Tony's father to find evidence that will uncover an evil that has survived too long. So we're going to see them working together again. I hope they get a little bit of a romance at some point. Okay, I hope so. I love them. I love them as partners together. They're great. It sounds like it's going to be a great time of great suspense on the edge of your seat as always with Nancy. Okay, now next book on my list that is a NetGalley ARC that comes out in January I have the audiobook, is Fragile Designs by Collen Coble. So we've got Family Secrets Can Be the Most Dangerous of All. Carly Tucker's police officer husband is killed during a home break-in. She knows that her side hustle, finding the antique treasures at flea markets, is not enough to support her and her son, Noah. So her grandmother's proposal to have her and her 2 sisters restore the family's waterfront home and into a bed and breakfast that Carly will run is intriguing. But it's equally daunting with the animosity that exists between the 3 sisters. So we got some family drama here, okay? Carly never expected, as she begins going through the attic, to find a letter in the trunk that's written in her husband's handwriting, dated 2 days before his death. Eric had discovered that Carly's grandmother was adopted, and that's a fact that Carly is certain Graham is not aware of. He had already begun to track down her birth family. Is it possible that Eric's death was not random? With a few options, she reaches out to Graham's neighbor and the older brother of her high school sweetheart, who is a local homicide detective, okay? So, one of the items in the trunk is an enameled egg. If it truly is a Fabergé egg, the value could set Carly up for life. It would certainly be worth killing for. So, lots of stuff's going to be going on in this. I've seen people say this is great. It's got family drama, and if it's anything like the Annie Peterson family drama, I will be here for it, okay? I've only got 2 books left to talk about, all right? And those are the, I don't have a lot of these on physical copy yet because a lot of these are early copies, but I do have these 2, and that is Nancy Mehl, Free Fall. This is book 3 in the Quantico files, and I plan to buddy read this with my friend Teresa. We have become Nancy Mehl buddy read buddies, okay? We've buddy read the first 2 books in the series, Deadfall, or Nightfall, and then Deadfall. And they've been 4.5-star reads. Great suspense. I'm telling you, they keep you on the edge of your seat. So I'm hopeful for this 3rd book in the series that we enjoy it. We're definitely planning on reading Mind Games at some point as well. So yeah, and if possible, okay, this is like the if, because I haven't talked to her, see if we still are going to buddy read this. But Marmee by Sarah Miller. This is a retelling of Louisa May Alcott's Little Women. That's all we need to know. And it's from the perspective of Marmee. I saw Miriam from Miriam Elizabeth Reads gave this a good rating. It was an immediate buy because she is my Little Women expert. And let me just say, if she liked this book, yes, I can trust her on this, okay? So, yeah, that's my TBR. It was chaotic because, again, lost half the footage, so I had to start over. And I really did read the whole synopsis of every book in that last footage, but we're just going to have to cut it short because it's like 10 o'clock at night now, and I did not expect to be here this late. I started this at 8:45, and since I lost my stuff, and I'm about to lose my voice, so we're here. Okay, look, did y'all hear that? All right, I hope that you enjoyed this video for what it was, okay? I'm going to have some other things coming out this month, okay? Got some content plans. You're going to definitely be seeing the Christmas book haul. Okay, I've got all of the Christmas books right here. There's one I'm still waiting on that just doesn't know how to get to me. The hub's got me one, and I think I know what it is, but tracking, USPS don't know what they're doing, okay? So hopefully I get it. I'm holding out on filming that haul till I get that, okay? Because I really want that in the video. But I have some other plans for January. I'll just kind of tell y'all some of the reading, what am I saying? I'll tell y'all some of the video plans I have written down at least. We'll see if I get there. So for January, we got to do the 24 and 2024, me and the hubs, okay? Gonna have him pick 24 books for me, okay? And that's another reason I'm waiting on this to film that, because he's like, I want to put that book in there. I was like, okay. And so he is like, no, I want to film it until that book comes in the mail. That's how, I mean, look at him. Look at the hubs. I want to do a video on the series that I plan to read this year, or at least start or get into, finish. I don't know how that video is going to go. Best books of the year. I've started my list. Y'all, it's so hard, but I do have a whole video of like halfway through the year what my favorite books were. There was 23 on that list. So now it's like, what's my true top 20? Like I tried 10, it wasn't happening. It had to be 20. I felt like I was leaving somebody out, you know? And I might even have to have 25. We'll see. It's tough, okay? There were so many good books this year, all right? But I'm like, okay, what's truly my top, okay? And I'll do a fiction video and then a non-fiction video, okay? So then the disappointing 2024 books and the DNFs. I already started compiling that list. It's pretty big. Okay. Then the wrap-up's coming. Okay, December wrap-up. I'm going to do a reading vlog for reading the new year. Editing Amanda here. I know I look crazy, but it is late and I'm trying to get this video edited. And I realized that part of what I recorded is gone. And I was talking about the Read in the New Year readathon that Holly from Limited Holly and Oshina from Oshina Gotta Read 'Em All, they are doing a Read in the New Year readathon. I will leave the details down below. I think it's like, so this is the 14th through the 21st. I don't know. Memory. But I don't know what I'm going to read for those prompts just yet, but I am participating. I'm going to do a whole vlog for that. I don't know what happened. The content's gone. I mean, yeah. Because I just mentioned, oh, I'm going to do a vlog for that. And I'm like, oh, well, where was that footage? Well, it got deleted. So, because the phone stopped recording the whole thing that happened earlier that I talked about. So, yeah, check out their video because I love that readathon they do every year. It's a lot of fun. And I'm definitely going to do a week-long vlog for that just to see kind of where I get to. It's got, like, prompts like lose weight, you know, book under 250 pages or something like that. Social media detox, like prompts that are based on common New Year's resolutions. I participated last year So it's usually the first week of the year, but they moved to like a different time in January. So hey, either way, I'm participating. It's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, make sure you check that out. I'll leave their videos down below. I don't have my TBR cultivated for that just yet, but just want to mention that even though I have no makeup on, I don't care. Just want to make sure I put this in this video because timing, and I need to get this off my phone and all that stuff. So yeah, I hope y'all will participate, and yeah, details below. Back to the video. And I was tagged by Tiffany over at Beautiful Minutia, the hot or not tag. So I had that down. She tagged me in December, so I had that down to do in January. So that's kind of like what I got right now. Is that 2 videos a week? It might be 3 videos a week. Who knows? Will I get it all filmed? I don't know. That's just like my ideas. That's not a guarantee on anything, but we're here. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. So, you know, if you've read any of these books, if you want to read any of these books, as always, let's chat below in the comments. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, y'all.